Hey there, paper geeks and glitter nerds, it's in the Crazy Geek Craft, and this is the last part of my Scotland folio. Now that doesn't mean that this folio is actually completely finished and this video is over, but it'll be close, very close. With some movie magic, I made all of these, or maybe it's more of a canvas kind of magic. I made them with my BrotherScan'n'Cut, with its basic functions, to spell out different things I need for the inside to decorate my folio. There will of course be more decorations later because I didn't have the brain for everything. So these are just places I've been and the title of the folio and stuff. But I've made a lot of arrows where I can write on things myself, for instance. I am also going to leave a lot of the writing pieces empty for now because I don't really know what to write. But to start off with, I made Scotland, the word Scotland. The shadow is going to stay white so that you can actually read it off of the patterned paper, but I wanted the letters to be colored, and I figured out just color them with my Shin markers. This is a very nice deep blue, and when it dries it actually looks like it is the same as the one I made the folio with, so that's nice. It does have a few shadows here and there because this paper is not actually made for alcohol coloring, but it doesn't matter, it looks nice. I like it that it's not all plain, but does have a bit of can we call it texture to it. I did find that my arrows were too flimsy on their own. They need full coverage in behind, and since this one is going to hang off the side, it really needs that support. So let's do that. Here is the last remaining picture, and it's going to need a frame, so I'm just quickly going to cut one in blue here. It's a group picture of almost all of the people who went on this trip. 2 were missing for the photo, and of course the one taking the photo is not in the photo either. So, but it's almost all of us. I have been contemplating how to keep this waterfall closed, because I didn't put a closing mechanism on it, but I'm just going to make a big piece on the side here that's going to hold it all down when you close up the folio. So, easy peasy. And I'm just going to cover it with pattern paper, and I figured the biggest piece of the map I've been using throughout the folio is going to go on the front of it, so that when you crack open the folio, there's a big map of Edinburgh. I am still not completely satisfied with this part of the lock. I'm trying to peel it off, but it doesn't really happen. But I can pull the brad out, so that's a start. I don't think I'll ever really be satisfied with this one. But I'm going to mimic the one in the middle. The one where... Oh, I lost the one on the middle flap. Sorry, that was the word. And I'm just going to reuse the circles. Since I already have a big blue circle on the page, it doesn't really matter. I may go in and change this later down the road. And here you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm gluing on the National Museum sign, going with the lines pointing downward. It's not the most readable thing in the entire galaxy, but it's a decoration, and maybe I'll redo it later, try to fix it. I know I will be making more elements to decorate the pages. I was out of time. I also had my wedding card to finish, and yeah, time is always a troublesome subject for me. I had these left over. They're way too big for the pages where I have the rest of the museums and things that say Edinburgh. So yeah, I'm just going to glue them here in the spines. When I have made completely sure I don't need them somewhere else, of course. Like I said, I would have loved more decorations. This is one of them. I only made one camera. I think I need to make more. I didn't have the brain for it that day. That's something I just should sit down at the in front of the TV and do. Make a lot of these, color them in, glue them together. That should do it, I think. Now we get to the, I almost said ugly part. I don't much appreciate my own handwriting, so I find this ugly, but some people might not. I make these little white boxes where there's room next to the pictures, so I can write a little something that I remember about taking the photo, who I was with. In this case, I am actually not sure about all three of the people I shared these cakes with, but it was a very nice time. We picked one each and then we all shared them so that we could have the experience of cake in Scotland. Whether these are traditional Scottish, British, or just some random cakes, I don't know, but it was a very a nice time. This is the only other decoration I managed to make for this video. I wanted to mark precisely where all the information about the food was. So I'm going to put a knife and a fork on the envelope, and the spoon is going to go next to the text with the cakes. There's an indent in the text that actually worked out perfectly for the spoon. So, and there's going to be a tiny sign that points to the envelope saying this is where the information about food is. So you don't remember, so you don't forget, that's the word, so you don't forget to check the envelope. Well, I am calling it quits. Now, to be honest, there is more writing to be done, there is more decorating to be done, but I would say that the structure of this folio is now complete. The rest is just fun. Remembering and writing some nice things everywhere. But I hope you enjoyed the process. I know this is very different from what others do when they do folios. They make them empty, but I wanted to show you how I would do it because I had a specific reason to make one. Next week, hopefully it'll be a smaller project, but I can't promise you anything. Until then, I hope you'll be having a good day, evening or night.